So let me go back just for a moment to, you had mentioned, and we've seen this a lot too in the newspaper as well, about the boycotts that happened where you had to go to Columbus to shop. So are there any other things you remember about doing that? And like, do you remember who led that call for the boycott and who some of the leaders of the civil rights movement were here in Starkville?
I would just about, it had to be Dr. Connor, had to be one, yeah. And Morris Kinsey had to be one, okay. Because they were about the strongest civil rights people we had in the day. It has dwindled since then. I mean, I'm sure our NAACP people they have knowledge, they have more knowledge. Dr. Connor and them had a strong back. And if that's what they would go out to churches and they would go into communities, and you would go into his doctor's office and he'd say, now don't you go up there to that store. You know, he was the black doctor, he saw the black people, all except my granddaddy who went to Dr. Brandon, and he just made Dr. Brandon in those days. But I was born in Dr. Connor's office.
So you said you remember him sort of talking, like kind of, when you go to the doctor and things like that, he'd talk to you about, don't go to such and such a shop.
Well, you know, he would talk about what was going on. He would be talking to my mom, yep. You know, and he would be telling her, you know, that we were just not going to stand for this and that and the other, and we'll shut it down, you know, or something like that, you know. So, yeah, he kept you very informed, and he saw a lot of black people. Yeah. So he could get the word out there, and Morris Kinsey would just ride the neighborhoods.
Yep. Yep, go around, because this is something we've been wondering about. Yeah, like, okay, and I know Dorothy Bishop's name too. So, and they would sort of recruit people to do things by literally going around and talking to people, you know, driving around.
We're gonna have a meeting here, something like that. We're gonna assemble for a march, or something, you know, and people would come. There was more of an interest then, as compared to now. Oh, yeah. You know, I think we've gotten so we just so settled in everything that we don't want to venture out there to make a change.